Hi guys, today we're going to react to Ready to Rock by Band-Maid. This is a Buy Me a Coffee request from Tabitha. Thank you, Tabitha, for yet another request, and thank you for all your ongoing support. Much appreciated.
Thank you for the amazing support, Tabitha. We truly appreciate you. Thank you for bringing us back to Band-Maid. What an awesome opening from Kanami and Akane. That was banging. And then the rest of them went into it, and it was just like, oh yeah, it's been too long. Even though I think we've done Band-Maid not that long ago, it feels like it's been too long. Absolutely amazing. Love this band.
It feels like it's been too long because we haven't done them as often. At first, when the music video started, for a split second, I thought that there might be something wrong with the sound because it started so silent and just attacked. I thought maybe I messed up the volume, something, but
The quiet before the storm.
yeah, it's a quiet before the explosion. Yeah, loved every second. Similar to Baby Metal, just visually speaking. I love how Psyche's outfit and Miku Kubato's outfits, at least those two, because the others tend to change. I've seen these outfits on them in previous music videos. Not the exact, but the same style. That's like a uniform. Beautiful staple of those two.
Well, the maid uniform, that's really
Yeah, but also Psyche.
Their business card.
Also, Psyche's black dress, just, it says Psyche to me.
There's something about the way she moves in that dress that is something that sticks in your mind as well.
And I love the whole layout of the music video, reminiscent of The Wall, Pink Floyd, with the kids in school.
Yep.
Different styles altogether, but feels like some sort of a cross-generational message or something. I know the subject matter has nothing to do with that, but that's what it feels like.
Well, we didn't mention earlier that this song is the opening theme for the anime Rock is a Lady's Modesty. And obviously the song is an extension of that as far as the theme. An extension, I mean, of the show itself. I'm not sure if it's a movie or a series, but the anime, I think it's to do with a band, very similar to Band-Maid. I don't know if it's based on them or not. And it's really about women can rock as well and should rock as well. So I'm saying it kind of reflects whatever the characters of the anime are about. So it seems to me like it's about their kind of determination and maybe ambition as far as being a band that potentially competes in a style that in the past used to be not reserved to men but dominated by men. That's why I think maybe in Japan all these all-girl bands are just coming at us in abundant numbers, and they're all friggin' fantastic. Obviously have already proven that women can rock just as hard as men and just as well.
Yeah. I take back what I said. I said the cross-generational message has nothing to do with subject matter. It has a lot to do with subject matter, because the subject matter deals with societal perception of occupations for women, what is appropriate or not appropriate. But if it's a merit question, women blew it out of the water, showing the world that they can rock. We've seen it time and time again. It's all a question of merit. Can they deliver? And they can. We've been doing this for like 2.5 years. Just experiencing among other musical groups, and we've seen it time and time time again. We've never been underwhelmed. And this is just another example for it. I think the message in the song is actually going out to other women. Never let anything stifle your ambition or love for something just because it's perceived by others as inappropriate.
Yeah, basically, don't let others tell you what you can't do.
Yeah.
And I'm not 100% sure, but I think maybe the music video is kind of about that, about girls rebelling against what perhaps in Japan they were told that they can't do or can't do. They're in school being taught how to be a Japanese woman. They're saying, no, no, no. Japanese woman is many things. We can rock. We can also rock. We don't have to, but we can. And if we want to, we should. I like that title as well of the anime. Rock is a lady's modesty. It's interesting. But yeah, going back to Band-Maid, just an amazing sound. Just fantastic. It's one of their sort of heavier songs that we've heard. And I'm really enjoying it. I like them in this mode.
Yeah, I do too.
Especially Kanami and Akane, when they kick into gear like this, you know the rest will follow and it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's great. I mean, Misa on bass is sounding great, and Miku, as you've said, coming in with the guitar, and her backing vocals are always fantastic. And of course, Saiki leading the band in the way that she does. She sort of personifies this thing because she's kind of a fantastic front person for a band, the way she performs, the way she leads the band on stage, but she's also very feminine. There's a lot going on there, and it's amazing to watch. I just love this band for all that they are.
She's very energetic. She has swan-like beauty.
Movements and
features, grace. Yeah. That's the word. Grace. Swan-like grace. But she looks mischievous enough to deliver something with a lot of sass in it that becomes a staple of the band.
Yeah. And she's very obviously charismatic, and that's a joy to watch.
Yeah. Wow. This is a tornado of musical prowess. It's like Kanami at one point went on the table and that's the message. Let me show you how it's done. And Akane with the double bass drums, just like bottled insanity. That's what it looks like, what it feels like, sorry. And Misa on bass and Mika Kubato and Saiki leading the thing. Just the song encapsulates why the societal prejudice against women doing rock is stupid, because the merit is there.
Yep, rockin' lady, as the song says. And I like how in those classes you had pretty much the band being the teachers, showing the girl students, this is what we do, this is what you can do. And it also mirrors reality in a lot of ways, because that's what Band-Maid do. I mean, they chose to portray that even with their shtick, Band-Maid. We dress as maids, maids. Maids are women. That's kind of feminine. That's kind of to do with maybe Japanese history and how blah, blah, blah. But we rock, and we rock the shit out of it. That was awesome. And I agree with what you said about Kanami and Akane, who I've expressed before are two of the best I've ever seen on their respective instruments. And the rest of the band just fantastic. And it's just that I think that Kanami and Akane had more of a role in this one musically. They gave them the sort of limelight when it comes to just really kicking ass. But they were all fantastic. And the song is great. I really, really enjoyed this. This was awesome.
Yeah, I did too. And message received.
For us, it's never been a thing. From going back to bands like Joan Jett and the Blackhearts and Heart and tons of other bands that were all female bands and just rock the shit out of everything. And it's just like this continues that tradition. But I think maybe more so with Japanese culture, it's even more of an issue, perhaps. Yeah. And I love that chorus. I am lady, let me show you. For your eyes only, are you ready? I'll bear it all. I am lady for you, piercing your soul with rock and identity. Freer than ever, rock and lady. Or rockin' lady.
Yeah. So, I think I've said it about Love Bites, that there's a dissonance between what the girls look like and what they can do with their instruments, especially with the likes of Haruna. I think it's an innocent observation. My entire life, I grew up with all-girl bands, and it never crossed my mind that maybe girls shouldn't do rock and roll. It was never an issue. I'm trying to cast why in Japan there's some sort of a stigma or societal prejudice against that. Maybe the culture there is so different that it stands out when women perform rock, or stood out there. Maybe doesn't stand out anymore.
You know, it's probably been happening in most cultures, but maybe there's a bit more emphasis on it in Japanese culture. And that line where she says, I can't hold back anymore, I think that says a lot. It's like, I've been holding back until now. We could have done this before. It's just that we maybe succumbed to the pressure and we didn't want to rock the boat, but not anymore. Now we're going to burst out. And like you said, that's what we've been experiencing on this show. We're getting a lot of all-female bands that just rocked our world. Some of them are already within our favorites, and it's amazing that we get introduced to more and more and more. In recent recording sessions, we've been introduced to even more bands. It's crazy.
I also love how they never renounce their lady status. They never not call themselves ladies. They don't say, if a lady doesn't do rock, then that must mean I'm not a lady. No, they say, rock is what I can do, is what I love, but I'm still a lady. Nobody's going to take that away from me. They're all ladies, but they ladies who can rock.
Rockin' ladies, yeah.
Yeah.
And as you said before, they do it just as well as men do, and better than some. It's amazing. It's just awesome to see on a recurring basis. This show has kind of broadened our horizons, sort of opened our minds to a lot of things when it came from Japanese music and certain, not strictly Japanese, but harsh vocals and stuff like that we didn't really enjoy so much before. We've kind of come to know and understand it, and it's amazing that we can learn and grow through these things. I'm really enjoying that part. Thank you, Tabitha, for this awesome request, for bringing us back to Band-Maid and with this awesomely rockin' song. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for all the support you're throwing our way. You're absolutely amazing.
Thanks, Tabitha, for requesting this song. We enjoyed coming back to Band-Maid again. It was a lot of fun. More like this will be much appreciated. And thank you, of course, for all your ongoing support. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you get notified on all our future videos. If you have a song in mind you'd like us to react to, please make your request through BuyMeACoffee. The link is at the top of the description below. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
As always, our Band-Maid Reactions playlist should be up on the screen sometime about now. Give it a click, check them out. There's a lot of stuff to enjoy there. One of our favorite bands, and we hope to cover more from them in future. Thank you so much for all the support you're throwing our way. We appreciate you oh so much. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode, and we hope to see you all then. Thanks again, guys. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.